Hello everyone, welcome to Jason's and Lee's NFL Pick 17, I believe it is this week, right, Jason?
Yeah, week 17.
Of course.
Long stretch.
Last regular game season week, right?
That's right, playoffs starting next week.
Of course, we took off last week for Christmas. That's why you didn't see no pick video. So how was your Christmas, young man?
Oh, my Christmas was pretty good. Got some nice big things. Got some money. Eat good. Can't complain.
Well, that's good. Santa Claus missed my house.
Yeah. I heard you was on an naughty list.
I must have been. I guess being a naughty list on, because you're a Bengal fan, right?
That's right.
That's all right. But anywho, let's get this thing started. Our first game is the Carolina Panthers, I guess, driving down to Atlanta to go against them Falcons.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that game? I'll let you, since you're a Panther fan.
Panthers already clinched the playoff spot. They need to win this game to clinch first week bye, and one home playoff game. And if they win, and Seattle loses, and San Francisco win, they can get home playoffs. First pick.
Well, that'd be good. So I guess you pulling for them Panthers then, huh?
Panthers are going to win this one. Even though they are without Steve Smith. But I think their defense is good. Can you believe Luke Kuechly had 24 tackles in last week's game?
Dang. So what happened to Steve Smith?
He sprained his knee.
Oh, he's out for the playoffs?
No, he's sitting out this game.
Well, that won't be good if he's out on the playoffs.
He's ready for the playoffs.
All right. Well, I believe I'm going to go with the Panthers myself.
That's a good pick. Wise choice, my friend.
All right. Next game. Come on, buddy. You want to get in here? A little Bengal mania here. Little Dalton. The next game is Baltimore coming on down to Cincinnati to take on Cincinnati, the undefeated team at home, Cincinnati Bengals. What do you think about that game, young man?
Well, the Ravens need to win to keep the playoffs hopes alive, but like you said, Cincinnati's undefeated at home. They're looking to win and hoping for New England and Denver loss so they can move up in the AFC playoff standings. Maybe they can get them a home playoff game, which they're undefeated, so they're going to be playing hard for that. So.
Oh, yeah, I hope so. But Bengals ain't known for winning them big games when they need to be won. So even though we already in the playoffs, this is still considered a big game, especially if New England loses.
Yeah, well, they don't like the Ravens, and the Ravens don't like them. So I think the Bengals going to win.
Well, I know we lost to Baltimore, in November, but we was up in their hometown, so it's a big difference when you come on down here to Cincinnati. So I'm going to have to go with my boys. I think we got what it takes to win. Cincinnati all the way.
One note on the Panthers. Panthers had 5 football players.
Well, Bengals only got 2, but we would have had more if some of her players didn't get hurt and knocked out of the chances of getting it.
AJ Green's going, so.
Yeah.
Except for good season, so.
But we could have had more players, but we lost a couple of our defensive players who, had a chance of going.
Well, yeah.
Nah, quit, buddy.
Well, it goes sometimes again.
But that's all right. So you pulling for the Bengals tonight?
Bengals.
All right. Let's go to the next game. All right, Dalton, you're getting all teary-eyed. Dalton, that is it's Jacksonville Jaguars against them Colts.
Jacksonville's going to be a little bit outmatched, so I'm going for Indy.
You going for Indy? Okay, well, I believe I'm going to have to go with you on that one. I believe the Colts is going to probably swap that one. Well, the next game is also a 1 o'clock game on CBS. The Jets go against Miami down in Miami. So what do you think about that one?
Well, Miami still got a slim playoff chance. I think if they win, they get in. Something like that. And that season's over. But had a pretty good season compared to what they had last year. But I think I'm gonna go with Miami on this.
Well, Miami's 8-7, and Jets are 7-8. So that's not too bad a difference there, but
not too bad for the Jets. Not too bad for Dolphins either, considering what they're facing this year. So I'm gonna go with Miami on this.
well, I guess even though they beat us this year, I believe I'm gonna have to go with them Miamis as well.
Yeah, Jets don't have much of an offense, so Dolphins got a pretty good defense. So I'm gonna go with the.
Yeah, them Jet players probably get down there to Miami, start seeing them topless women and hitting them bars.
They won't be thinking about football, really.
No. That's what players do when they get down to Miami. They forget about they got to play a game the next day.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, the next game is the Detroit Lions versus them Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings are without Adrian Peterson, and Lions, well, to be as much talent on that team, they keep having disappointing seasons. So, but I don't know. Yeah, let's go with the Lions for what the hell. Go with the Lions.
So you're going with the Lions, and Lions are 7-8, and Minnesota's 4-10. This is, I don't think either one of them are in the chance for the playoffs, or are they both out pretty much?
So, yeah, third chance up.
So they're playing for nothing.
Playing for nothing.
So nothing to lose and nothing to gain.
Yeah, they got all that to play for.
Yeah, to win.
Millions and millions of dollars they get each year.
Well, I know that, but that ain't what I'm talking about. Well, I'm gonna take a gander here, and I don't care if I lose or win, so I'm gonna go with the Vikings on it just to do it.
All right. What's the next game coming up?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell their name, Washington Redskins, even though I might get in trouble. And against the New York Giants.
Well, both of their teams are stuck this year, and both coaches are planning for not to get fired. So, but I don't know. Take a pick. Giants.
Well, that's what I was thinking. They 6-9, and Washington's 3-12.
Yeah, Redskins already beat Star G3, so.
I guess the Redskins is probably the worst team in football, ain't they?
But one of the most disappointing teams anyway.
Yeah. Well, I believe I'm going for the Giants myself.
Yeah. Let's go with the Giants. Sounds like a good pick it is.
Well, here is my division team game. Cleveland Browns versus the Steelers.
Yeah.
Of course, we beat both of these teams this year. Of course, we lost to one of them, or both of them as well. So,
but still, got a slim chance of making the playoffs, so they're gonna play. Try to get that win and keep their chances alive. But Browns, well, they're the Browns. So.
Well, you know what Browns do, don't you?
And what they do?
Anything brown flushes down the toilet. So
that's right.
And the Steelers, I'm gonna be honest with you, they about ripped my player's head off last time they played them. So they played with some attitude. So I got a feeling, I feel bad for any of the players on the Browns team.
Now, by the way, how's that punter of yours doing?
I have no idea. He got fucked up. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I know he went under surgery, I believe, and I ain't heard anything else. So.
Yeah, that's why he's a punter.
I don't even know why. I don't even know if we even got a back. I don't know if is Mike still gonna be doing all the kicking, or if he finally got someone. I don't know.
Is there a backup punter on anything?
I don't know, but I hope they got somebody. I mean, I like my kicker. Don't get me wrong, but he's not no punter. But our punter got fucked up. That's probably got to be the ugliest hit I've seen all year.
Yeah, pretty rough.
I heard that guy got fined for that hit.
He probably did.
Of course, you thought it was Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I thought it was Andy Dalton. And they close it up.
But I think I'm going to have to go with them Steelers because they play with attitude. That even though a friend of mine, that's one of her favorite teams. She probably watched this video. She'll probably happy that I'm actually picking the Steelers.
Yeah.
But don't think it's nothing special because the Browns suck. You know, they did beat us one time.
One of these years they might have a good year.
Well, that's not this year.
No, not this year.
Alrighty. Houston, Texas, the guys who knocked us out of the playoffs the last 2 years. I don't even think they're in the hunt to go to the playoffs this year. So at least we ain't got to worry about going against them.
Yeah,
Against and yeah, we might be able to move up one notch.
Where saw Houston go again?
They are going against them Tennessee Titans.
Good games on today. My gosh.
Well, just mean your game, I guess.
I'll go with Tennessee. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, I'll go with Tennessee myself. No offense to Houston players. Well, the next game is the 49ers against the Arizona Cardinals. That game.
I think the Cardinals going to be the only double-digit win team not to make the playoffs.
Well, holy crap.
And
Alrighty, I'm having internet difficulties here, my friend.
what's going on?
The NFL website's going out here, my friend. Live on YouTube, you know. Stuff like this happens. Anywho, let me get back here. They're going to be in Arizona, you know. And it's a 4:25 game on Fox.
Yeah, well, Cardinals need to win and some teams to lose. So I need the 49ers to lose. I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
I tell you, the Cardinals is 10-5. The Cardinal Palmer, their old quarterback.
I changed my mind. I said, but I need 49ers to win.
You need 49ers to win.
And Seattle to lose. So I'm going with the 49ers.
Alrighty, well. I guess I'm going to go. I've been going with Cardinals about all year long, so I'm going to go for the Cardinals.
Even though Arizona did go up to Seattle and beat Seattle in Seattle for the first time in like 2 years. So
the Cardinals, even though they played so damn good, they still ain't going to make the playoffs, huh?
That's what it's looking.
Ain't that a shame?
Because I think the NFL needs to work these playoff formats. They're going to have like 11 or 12 wins this year, and then they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Then you got someone like Miami who wins tonight, and they go to the playoffs.
Yeah, well, see, but the NFC, the Cowboys or Eagles or Bears or Packers, they're going to win. One of those teams is going to win their division. Now they're going to have like 8 wins.
That's about dumb and dog whispers, but okay.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Maybe they NFL get together and work on that.
Yeah, they needed this off season. They need to come up with some better plans, especially the tie games and the the overtime bull crap they got. Not one chance. That's stupid. Anywho, the next game is Green Bay Packers against the Bears.
Yeah, that's one of those 8-8 teams that looks like they'll win the division. Packers have a tie game on their record.
So that don't hurt them and they don't help them, does it?
No. But it actually helps them more than hurts them because it ain't a loss.
That's true.
But they got great news. They got their quarterback back, Aaron Rodgers. So I guess I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Well, I've been going for the Packers about all year long, so I'm going to stick with you there and go with the Packers myself. Now here comes the game. The next game is a 4:25 game as well, and this is one that I wish your old favorite team would win. Old Buffalo versus New England Patriots.
I ain't got a chance. New England gonna win.
Well, they're in the Patriots. They go down there to New England to play, so or up there, wherever it is. Buffalo is 6-9, and Patriots are 11-4. But I really wish they can lose. So, any chances of them possibly winning? No. You don't have no faith in your favorite team?
New England still got to play the Twitch number 2 seed.
Yeah. But if they lose, we can get it.
If we win?
Yeah, if we win, that's right. But, so you going for New England?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a gammer. I'm going to pull for Buffalo. I'm going to.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm probably going to lose this game, but that's okay. the last game of the season. I've done pretty good this year. My numbers are okay.
Yeah.
So New England for you, Buffalo for me, and you're gonna win that game.
Damn. All that takes on me.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the team you said you need to lose, I guess. Or no, you already beat these teams. New England, New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans are home today.
Huh?
They're home, but they're playing the crappy Tampa Bay. But I don't want to pick the Saints, but I guess I want to pick the Saints.
Yeah, I got a feeling the Saints got what it takes to win today. So we don't waste no time on that game. We got 4 more games to talk about. And the next game is the Denver Broncos, who will probably be the one going to the Super Bowl and winning it, more than likely. The way it looks.
No, but we'll see.
Against Oakland Raiders.
Today, question, who's going to win this game?
Yeah, I think them Raiders are going to win, not.
What?
But I have seen, I have seen them beat some good teams before.
Well, they ain't going to be Peyton Manning.
Nah, probably not. Peyton Manning's 12-3. They 4-11. That's just not a good record.
No, I'm going with the Broncos.
I do too. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Broncos. The next game is the Kansas City against them Chargers.
Well, Chargers already beat Kansas City one time this year.
Yeah, Kansas City was a damn good team there for a while.
Yeah, we'll start off 9-0. Well, that is the Denver, so that's where that problem started.
Of course, they still in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. I'm going with, what's the number? I'm going to Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one as well, because I've been pulling for Kansas City all year long. Well, the next game you have a lot in common with the Rams versus the Seahawks.
Well, let's see how we yeah. I guess we have a bit of dog. But yeah, well, we go in and beat New Orleans, so I need to see how to lose, so I'm gonna go with the Rams. Go with the Rams!
Alright, well I'm gonna have to go against you there and pull for them old Seahawks, man.
I thought it could be. But hey, I could wish in one hand and crap in the other.
Hey, just like I'm pulling for Buffalo, buddy. Gotta take chances somewhere. And of course, on the exception of the Carolina Panthers Sunday night game and the Bengals Sunday night game, even though we did lose, I don't know, it's another crappy Sunday night football. The Eagles versus the Cowboys.
Well, this is for the division lead. Going to the playoff, winner takes all, okay. Got some bad news this week. Had Rumbo out with a back surgery. And I had a backup power and going to start. But I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go with them Eagles as well. So, that's what I think.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles here.
So, anywho, I have a question for you before we get off here and start watching these football games today. Of course, the Panthers are already in the playoffs, right?
That's right.
So, next week, if they do play when they go to the playoffs, who do you think they'll be going against?
Well, if they win, they'll get a bye. So, in the home game, so I don't know who they'll end up playing. But if they lose, they'll have a wild card. And they'll either have to go to Chicago or Green Bay. So.
Yeah.
So they need to win.
Yeah. Okay.
Because this time of year up there in Green Bay, in Chicago, it is mighty cold.
Yeah.
So I don't think they won't go up there.
Them Panthers ain't used to that cold weather.
Well, I don't think they'll be bothered by it because it's cold here.
Yeah.
It's cold here in North Carolina, so I don't think they'll be bothered by it, but yeah. And just keep on the winning streak and see what happens.
Yeah.
Happens. The winning team.
All right. Well, do you have any idea if Bengals lose today? You have any idea who you might go against?
I have no idea.
Me either. I was trying to look up here and I can't get my computer to act right. So.
Looks like you'll have a wild card home game. So you'll either get well, you either get Kansas City or one of the 4 teams that's playing for the last wild card. So.
Yeah. Well, I just hope to God that everything works out and we get that bye week and home field advantage. That's what I like. But I don't know. Well.
Well, to all my many friends out there in the world, this is Jason E. wishing all y'all a happy New Year. And I'm signing off. See y'all next week for the NFL playoffs.
That's right. We'll be in we'll be in overtime next week.
That's right.
And we thought you wasn't going to. Earlier year, you thought the Panthers wasn't even going to be in there. You was about ready to give up on them, wasn't you?
I never give up on them.
Well, yeah, but you was upset they were losing a lot.
Hey, good things happen to 2 weeks. So.
All right.
To the playoffs this year.
All righty. Well, until next week, guys. See ya.